possibly expecting within the week that it's been out, and several people requested follow-ups, as I hinted at doing in that video. So I'm ad-libbing. I generally like to plot out what I'm going to say and write it out, but that's not really the point of an ASMR video. So I would like to dedicate this video to three things. Firstly, to thank everyone who has displayed interest in this channel and has paid me the compliment, the highest compliment in the ASMR community, that I helped them fall asleep, or at least get sleepy. Thank you for the compliment, and you are welcome to any who have been positively affected by my videos thus far, my one video. So I would like to, the other two accounts, or firstly to propose several videos coming up. The firstly is to demonstrate to people on a PC. I run a PC, I do not know how to do it in Mac or Linux. How to easily download a video on YouTube and convert it into an MP3 file for use in your iTunes or your Zune, or to be put on any MP3 player. Completely free and very easily replicable. There are several ASMR artists, ASMRers, who have the genius of having a MediaFire or an online cloud sharing account that allows them to place them online. And the raw MP3s of their whispers in various videos, and God bless them for that. But for the rest of us who wish to download the sounds and the MP3s and have a mobile version of it, we can't do that. I, for one, care very little for the video and much more for the audio. There are very few exceptions, but overall, it could, just be a still image, such as almost all of Whisper Crystal's videos, and she happens to put the MP3s up in very high quality, and that's excellent and good for her. So I think I'll have a video softly spoken or whispered, so it is not completely out of character, demonstrating two programs that are completely free online in conjunction with Mozilla Firefox as a browser, that you can download a YouTube video in FLV or MP4 format, and then using another free program, convert it to an MP3 file, which you can then put on your iPod. And I can't imagine any of it is illegal. People don't copyright the things on YouTube. It's fairly public domain. But I think I might do that. And the second thing is to showcase a few accents that I can do. Firstly, when you're whispering, the range and ability of the accent is somewhat diminished. So, this may not showcase the faults and the accuracies of what I'm about to do, but I thought I would give it a go. So firstly, this is standard American. I'm not certain if there's a word for it, but I don't think it's particularly localized. As I mentioned in my first whispering video, I'm a Texan, and I have never picked up the native accent as my natural speech. But I can try it when I want to. It's not particularly pronounced. The Texan accent is much more subdued than other southern accents. We don't pronounce. I don't say accents. I say accents. There's a bit of a difference between the subtlety and the relaxed nature of the Texan accent compared to broader southern. Again, I do this one, my own native state's accent, more poorly than I do some foreign countries' accents. There's always the more northern southern states, such as Georgia, and they're more the southern drawl. There's a right proper southern gentleman aspect to it. Let's see, what else? Okay, so I know there's a bunch of different accents within England, so this is more of my Cockney, which is sadly what a lot of Americans think all Brits sound like who haven't seen Harry Potter, which is the Southern Received, I believe. But, there's a right now. I kind of drifted a second ago. There's the very high and proper British accent which you see in high speeches and given by heads of state, and this one I do not claim to do particularly well. I don't hear many posh British people speak. Certainly not in my everyday life, and rarely when I'm searching the internet. And then, of course, there's the more standard Southern received pronunciation, I believe it's called. You're welcome to correct me in the comments if such a thing was found. And then, of course, there's the Scottish accent, which is one of my favourites to do. In terms of heritage, I'm half English and half Scottish, so I kind of enjoy that interplay of my two heritages, and so I enjoy doing the Scottish accent. It's one of the most natural ones for me. Ironically, I don't claim to do it anywhere near the level of a native speaker. And then Irish is a bit more difficult. I'm still in Scottish. I might come back to Irish, it's hard to switch between the two for me. So obviously, there is a bit of an interplay in the European accents. This is a very over-the-top French accent, worthy of Jean Cleese in Monty Python and the Holy Grail in terms of hyperbole. I can do it in such an over-the-top fashion that it would probably be offensive if I tried to do this around proper Frenchmen. What else is there? I cannot do Spanish very well. Italian is not my forte. So there is always Russian. This one I've picked up from my little brother, who is taking Russian classes right now. And of course there is always Gentle Whispering, who is wonderful Russian whisperer, ASMR. She has very many talents. Russian is very overdone. I have to deepen my voice to make it sound natural, and this is somewhat uncomfortable for me. So if I want to switch to Irish, then there's... I'm gonna have to pass on Irish right now. I was in the Scottish there. Anyway, so those were just my major accents, the ones that I'm most comfortable with doing. Please let me know if any of them you found particularly from Kiwi Whispers, who was so kind as to comment on my first video, who is one of my absolute favorite whisperers for well over a year now, since he founded the channel, pretty much. Since I found it, at least. I've learned something of the New Zealand accent from his videos. The Kiwi accent and the Australian accent have some similarities, and I haven't quite mastered getting those two untwisted, because the Australian comes familiar to me, more easily to me than the Kiwi, and so I've mostly learned, what I have learned of the New Zealand accent has been from him. I absolutely adore his channel, and I encourage anyone who is watching this who has not seen it perchance go to Kiwi Whispers. He's a good young man, and I admire him very much as both a person and a whisperer. So that is the extent of the accents that I'm going to do right now. So please comment and let me know which ones you enjoyed the most. I may replicate aspects of this video soft speaking, because I enjoy that more than whispering, but this got a better response. And so it may be more conducive to ASMR than some of my speaking videos, but I might try speaking in my accents so I can have a bit of a projection, and there's quite a difference between this and this in terms of speech. So thank y'all for your time, and I hope that you enjoy this. Please let me know. I'm doing this entirely for the feedback right now, so if you have any opinions whatsoever that are not explicitly profane, please post them below. Have a great coming up. You can see this at any time, so I won't say Christmas season, but have a great holiday season if you're seeing it contemporarily.